Welcome back, Truth Seeker. July 29th, 2025. The teeny tiny central Washington town of Prosser, Washington had 4 fires. 3 were in the hills. You can see ahead that the hill is scorched. 1 was at the local high school. And if you follow my channel a couple months back, having a P.O. box here in Prosser, Washington, I said, they put something strange in our P.O. box. They put in a flyer that said, "Fire is coming to Prosser." And it was about preparing for what to do in the case of wildfire, which does happen out in this part of the state. I've been living here since 2022. It was the first time my P.O. box ever had a flyer that said, "Fire is coming to Prosser." And what I said at the time is, knowing what we know and cover here, the world of entertainment often brings strange tragedy to people in the world of entertainment and sometimes the locations they're from. But what's new for the town of Prosser is a former football star from here became the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. And that's Kellen Moore, who was the assistant coach for the Eagles, who won the Super Bowl in New Orleans earlier this year. And then he's now been elevated to the head coach of New Orleans, where the Super Bowl was. And so anyway, what stood out about Kellen Moore, and I said this a couple months ago, I said, man, that flyer made me think that they might set Prosser on fire in some kind of tribute to Kellen Moore, who went to high school at Prosser, where the grass caught on fire there the same day the hills caught on fire. Again, 4 separate fires all on the same day, July 29th. That was the 25th day of Kellen Moore's age. And of course, in gematria, fire equals 25. The majority of the fire damage is in these hills, and if you drive along I-82, you see the burnt hills go down a ways. But that's the thing about I-82. In gematria, Saints equates to 82, who Kellen Moore is coaching for. Remember, COVID equals 82, and once upon a time, Sean Payton was the first coach in the league with COVID, just like the first case in the U.S. was in Seattle, which equals 82, which is also in Washington State. But yeah, on the 25th day of his age, when fire's 25, his hometown catches on fire, including the grass by the high school. Thankfully, it wasn't worse, but quite a bit of the hills got scorched. And I did mention this flyer months ago, and I said, makes me think it has something to do with Kellen Moore. So now you gotta say, what are the odds that the fire would come on the 25th day of his age in 2025, the year he becomes the NFL head coach? And for one other strange thing, the fire occurred 40 days before he coaches his first NFL game. Remember, his Eagles won the Super Bowl on the 40th day of the year with 40 points. And of course, that was a tribute to 40 acres and a mule. That was the 105th NFL season. And slavery, of course, equals 105. It's only the second time in NFL history that 2 black quarterbacks faced each other. And they were the same 2 ones that faced each other 2 years earlier in Super Bowl 57 on Lincoln's birthday, who freed the slaves. So again, if you're new here, rigged NFL, rigged news, occasionally ritualistic fires. But yeah, these are what the hills look like when they're not scorched. And again, that scorching up ahead carries on for a way, just out of sight right now. And the high school, which is over in that direction, again, the same day the grass caught on fire at the school. But you can read about it. Prosser, Washington, 4 fires, July 29th, the 25th day of Kellen Moore's age, and I don't think it's any kind of coincidence. I think it's just par for the course with what's going on in this very ritualistic nation. And again, secret societies behind a lot of this. Prosser, small town, but town with a Masonic lodge that's in the same building the police department's in, just like a lot of America. All right, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Keep it short and sweet. Yeah, small town America. Land of Kellen Moore. Until next time.